5 incredible failed stadium plans including Liverpool and Everton Siamese idea. Football stadiums aren't too easy to build, especially when the plans are out of this world. Guangzhou Evergrande revealed their spectacular plans for a Lotus-styled stadium in the City of Flowers last summer, and while that project continues to go ahead, many didn't. Premier League sides like Liverpool, Everton, and Chelsea have all unveiled ambitious plans, only to see them scuppered in recent years. While Tottenham and West Ham have both moved on to modern multi-million-pound stadiums in recent times. And Daily Star Sport is looking at 5 failed stadium plans, including one particularly strange idea between the two Merseyside clubs. The two bitter Merseyside rivals once harbored plans for a Siamese stadium that the Mersey Stadia Connex Group, who were behind the idea, claimed would save between £180 million to £220 million. The two stadiums would see a spine connect them down the middle. Unsurprisingly, the plans didn't sit too well with fans, and they were deemed the laughingstocks of England. Instead, Everton have started work on an incredible new stadium in the Dockland in North Liverpool, while the Reds continue to work on expanding Anfield. Would you have liked to have seen any of the stadiums on the list? Let us know in the comments section. Chelsea once had an ambitious plan of relocating to the decommissioned Battersea Power Station on the banks of the River Thames. The plans never really got off the table, but in an interesting move, the Blues decided to release images of the proposed stadium to the public anyway. Chelsea had wanted to turn the site into a 60,000 all-seater ground, but still keeping the landmark's famous 4 chimneys as part of the stadium. Instead, Chelsea stayed put, and Battersea Power Station is now gearing up to be Apple's London headquarters. Before Portsmouth's financial crisis and subsequent fall down the footballing pyramid, they were a Premier League mainstay. And Swiss architecture firm Hartzog de Meuron, who also designed Allianz Arena and the Beijing National Stadium, drew up plans to move Portsmouth away from their historical home of Fratton Park. Plans had originally placed the stadium on the historic waterfront next to the Spinnaker Tower. However, Portsmouth entered administration, and any dreams of a new fancy stadium quickly disappeared. Barcelona's Camp Nou is one of the most famous and recognizable stadiums in world football. Camp Nou is also one of the largest stadiums in the world, and its capacity even dwarfs numerous populations of countries in Europe, such as the Faroe Islands and Andorra. But the Catalans once had ambitious plans to build a stadium off the bay of the city and linked by a bridge. Incredibly, the proposed stadium had a massive capacity of 150,000, or half the population of Iceland. Croatia isn't known for its volcanic activity, but that didn't stop Dinamo Zagreb from once proposing it as an idea for the stadium. The volcano would be equipped with its own angry ash cloud suspended above the stadium, which also display the score.